Hello. I don't know if I'm streaming yet. I get the sense that at some point my audio is going to double up. It's going to be amazing. Um, okay, there we go. Yeah, looks like I am actually streaming. We got a live chat going over on the side. Nobody knows about it. So that's cool. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. A little relaxing music in the background. So, hello. I'm Z. You probably know that. I don't know how you found yourself here. Maybe this is a VOD. Perhaps not. I have been live for 41 seconds. Hurrah. And I'm not even sure how to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let me just pop a. Oh, we got 266 concurrent viewers. That's wild. Hello. Welcome. So, there's a few reasons that I'm streaming. One of them is that. I'm thinking about hiring some animators, and my reach outside of the channel is actually very limited. They would probably be helping out, would be my guess. And what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. That means that I would be giving them rigs, which I create, right, like this. And then with those rigs, they would probably animate. I would try and set those up to animate. It says that there's 304 people watching right now, which is super surprising. Let me just post this on Twitter. I always fuck this shit up, especially with YouTube. Has used to have this really cool thing. Wow, that's a bright screen, right? But YouTube used to have this really cool thing where it would let you see sort of what's going on. It would let you see what's going on ahead of time, which was so cool because you could check your audio levels, you could check your video. Now it's just sort of like go in blind, which is a lesson I suppose that they must have taken from sorry, I'm just telling the Discord people too. Streaming. There we go. All right. That's much better. I'm surprised there's nobody chatting. This is very unusual. Perhaps it's not showing up, or let's see. Oop, nope. Let's jump into the actual video. Oh, there we go. It wasn't showing up for me. Ah, there we go. Yeah, look at this. Look at the light over here. Not a fan. All right, now I can actually see these sweet chats. Hello, Cyber Toast. Thanks, Master Red. That's an okay one. In general, just as a warning to everybody in the chat, one of the few things that'll get you muted, if I notice it, is if you're a little too familiar with the physical compliments, makes me uncomfortable, and I shut it down. Sometimes I'll just sometimes I'll delete the comment. Sometimes I'll I'll just toss the person into the atmosphere. But anyway, so Hila Tunes, yeah, I am sort of taking applications over on Twitter. If you follow me over there, I'm just Zbashu everywhere. And essentially, what I need from people is a reel. I would be hiring assistant animators, and they would have to be Toon Boom humans. Jamomes says, Yosi, I love your vids, man. Love the content and keep on. I assume going with it is ongoing with it. Thanks, Jamomes. Zombie Killer, glad to catch one of your streams. Thank you. So I do have some streams that go over on Twitch. They're mostly at weird times though, because I'm in a different part of I'm not in the US. And so that means that often it's a very early morning stream for people. Oh, Hellboy, you're a pretty cool guy. Here's some money for being cool. Well, thank you, Hellboy. That means a lot. I'm a big fan of yours too. Keeping us safe from demons of all kinds, and I don't know, dealing with Baba Yaga or whatever. Oh. Hi, Lord of Acoustics. It's 2:41 a.m. down Underland right now. Watching you is worth it. Well, thank you, Lord of Acoustics. That's very nice. And Grant Violanti, thank you. I don't believe you bought a super chat. You just gave me some money and then you said, you're the best. We love your videos without the super chat, which is very nice of you. So what's going on? What's going on with what's happening? Mike Gould. So Mike, if you oh no, I have my alert boxes from Twitch, so we'll hear a little ding every time somebody goes over to Twitch. So because if you like watching me stream, then that is Hoya. You'll see more streams. I don't stream on YouTube as much because I fear YouTube's algorithm. It confuses me, and but a PC has a question. Any more collabs with Joe Cat? Either way, have fun. Probably, maybe. I mean, Joe and I know each other online. We've never met in person, and it's fun. It's fun doing little references to his stuff in the videos when I can. But I don't know. I mean, it's sort of up to him. I'm always up for a little collaboration with Joe. Ghost Pig lore. Ooh, I don't know. There's not much. Cold Road 5, I think, recently came out. Tink Catface Tink Iwu says YouTube stops recommending people if they stream too much. They might. I honestly think. Also, by the way, I'm going to be on a little bit of a delay. I'm not in the US. I don't know where the closest servers are to me. Yes, the Bird Gang. I am hiring animators to be my. I mean, it's not the most glamorous thing. It's an assistant animation job on a YouTube channel. It sounds like there's a lot of people subscribing to my Twitch channel, which that's great. It is indeed the Zbashu. That is I. Well, thank you, Luck of the Draw. I don't know how many people we got in here. It's so weird that the live chat isn't. Here, let's see if this works. Yes, it does. It does. There is a Twitch channel. It's just Zbashu. Cold Road 6. It's going to be a long time. The Insane Mentalist. Can we have an animated DM about adult Teletubbies and how to run such a backwards cursed race. I don't know what that's in reference to. The music may be about to get very loud. Let me take a look at these super chats. We got a $5 from Detayer. What happened to Jay from Jay's Very Good D&D show? Can you reach out and ask for more episodes? So I'm sure you could reach out yourself. I think he's your DMJ on Twitter. I'm not positive though, but he does he does have a Twitter. I think that they have a podcast. I've been on it, but I'm blanking on the name right now. But I'll try and get back to you about that in a second, if I don't just completely forget. Patrick Bellenthin, thanks for the $10. Your animated SV series has inspired me a lot these past couple years, and I've grown so much as a DM from watching your videos. Be well and keep it up. Thank you. That's very nice. There's a lot of people following over on the Twitch channel. That's cool. Holy Emily. Thank you for the thank you for the $20. Bardic Balgb. 50% Potato says, have you heard of the 25 feet reach character build? No, I don't know that one. Okay, so Nidal Ganem asks, hey Z, what kind of programs do the animators need to be proficient with? Is it purely Toon Boom? Yes, it's purely Toon Boom. I don't work with, well, it's Toon Boom and Premiere, but I think I would probably end up being the person compiling everything anyway. So it's Toon Boom puppet animation. And the puppets, I mean, they look like this. They're very poorly put together. Look how, I mean, there's barely any labels in that, but I mean, I'll label most of it eventually. But you know, Shot says, I only watch Steve Bashu and Fashion Nova Halls. I don't know who Fashion Nova is. But that's cool. Thank you. It's very flattering, or a joke at my expense. I'm not sure which. You're playing, the Africanus films. I am playing a Bill Murray divination wizard named Sirius Blue. Thank you for the inspiration. They're super fun to play. I love playing Bill Murray. Sometimes it takes a light hand, right? You've got to be very aware of the sorts of players that you're with, right? So I'm gonna knock that really loud alert noise down, and the way I'm gonna do that is by bringing the music all the way up, and then I'm gonna bring the desktop audio down a little bit. But it really, wow, there's a lot of people coming over to the Twitch channel. Thank you for that. So, oops, whoops. Holy fuck, $50. Thank you, No Name Successor. That's heaps of cash. Thank you so much. Well, they say your work has helped me look at things in unique ways. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I hope so. I don't know that that's necessarily my intention. I am a person who doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and so my that that's what I've discovered over the years, is like the way that I communicate with people seems to make them happy, but I don't know why. Um, so I'm glad that I've helped you see things in unique ways, which I assume is good because you just gave me a $50 bill. Any live D&D sessions campaigns coming up? So we just finished one Sunday night. Night for me, it was like midday for everybody else, and it was pretty fun. But we're gonna pop over, I think, and do a 7th Sea game coming up. And we usually stream on Sundays, but since we just finished a whole arc, we might take a week off or something. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it this Sunday. Sang Up Lee! There he is. Hey man, he's one of the people that I stream with. He's a good dude and a fashionable bard. Artificial DM, thanks for the $20. Oh, did I say thanks for the $5? The 50% potato? Thank you for that. Thank you for bringing us these amazing animations and fun storytelling. You've given inspiration to pursue content creating, and I want to thank you for that. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Thanks for the perfectionist video that you had to take down from Butcher Deadlift 10. Yeah. It's over on my Patreon. If you desire it. I think you unlock all of those old things at a pretty low price point. Echo King says, I love your work. Thanks for helping learn with D&D. Thank you for the $5. And Keenan Brown, thank you for the Canadian $5. Yes, so look, I am animating Dragonborn boobs. That is true. I know that people say that, reptiles don't have breasts, but I also think, not many of them have opposable thumbs. So, there's that. Anyway, but yeah, so I actually came up with a rig system, which I'll show you in a second here, which I'm pretty proud of. And the way that it works is, I'll just tap on that. Let me bring this up. There we go. And when the whole character moves, right, then the rig should do something. There we go. It should do that. So just a little whoop, which is kind of nice to not have to do that manually. But oh, I'm a few super chats behind. Whoop. Echo King, I think we just talked. Droitzel Glader. Man, I love your work. Your voice is so perfect for the storytelling you do, and your art style is very open and welcoming. Keep being amazing. Thank you so much. Also, now that we probably have a few more people here, I would like to remind everybody that compliments of my work are fine. Compliments about my incredible personality, totally cool. compliments of a physical nature, especially any that include, you know, just like anything about like sultry or you know, anything like that stuff. Uh, please no. I may just eject you from. I may ban you because it makes me feel uncomfortable. uh, Look, complimenting. Okay, so you listen. You can compliment my work. That's fine. But you know, uh, yeah. As long. Oh, item pouch. Nice wobble. Can you explain how the effect was achieved? Yes, I can. I can explain that. So the effect. Oh my god, it's actually so complicated. So what I've done. Okay, before I explain this, let me quickly let me quickly save. But basically, okay, so I separated the anatomy into different layers. Luckily, there's nothing, you know, salacious under there. Or I separated it into these different layers, and I used auto patching to make it so that if they were next to each other, they do that. And then I set up two distinct chains of what's it called? Of pegs, starting down here, coming up here, and then arriving there, and then another one starting down here, coming up here, and arriving there. And in between, I think in between here and here, I believe, or here and here, between these this area, there is a spring transform, and the actual like whole mass is controlled by a what the fuck is it called? A 2-point constraint. Yes. Okay, but okay. Oh, those are the wrong color. Anyway, so but let's pop in here. Let's do a little. Z, consider switching to Unreal. Never. So okay. I'm gonna do a little. Oh shoot! There's a bunch of super chats. We got a 50. Oh no! That's from before. That's from No Name Successor. Thank you. And we got KJX Heartless, who gives me a cool little happy cute dog emote. I like that. All right, fantastic. Between Axel Wagner, like between these this area. Rainbow Cat, do I have any recommendations for starting rigging guides, videos, series, etc.? I'm trying to get into it. No, I don't actually. You just have to go on YouTube and like one by one learn the principles. There, like it feels basically it's almost impossible to like. There's no one good spot. Mr. Fizzer, where did the magic cigar idea come from? Well, it came from. What did it come from? Jeez. I don't know. Oh, it came. You know what? I actually wait. There's a story about this, but also the music seems a little loud. I'm not positive, but it does seem like it might be a little overwhelming. Okay, if you can even hear the music, I don't know if anybody can hear it. We'll go back to Cumulus. So the magic cigar idea was actually the beginning of the adventure idea for me. Um, the whole idea was um, the whole idea started that it was going to be like in Mountain Blade. You can bring people who are wanted to jailers in different bars or taverns. And then the idea was like, oh, this is this remote tavern, and they're bringing the criminal to the tavern. And then the first idea for the whole campaign was this idea of like a criminal being behind bars, asking for his cigar, and then using that cigar to cast some sort of fucked up spell that helped him get away. Um, and then I started expanding on this with the idea of like a kenku that um, is like a trap setter. Um, the first time I ran the game, Shifty Wick was some kind of oh no, that was later. It evolved into the idea that he was some kind of demon, malleable. I don't know how it was said. Yeah, Ryan Merrill. Did you already talk about the hiring? I have a friend who wants to get into animation professionally. Well, I'm only hiring people that are already professionals. I mean, I don't like doing that thing of like this many years experience because it's bullshit. As because some people don't have any, but the um, it but the people I'm looking for are people who are skilled in Toon Boom, um, at puppet animation. Um, Cybertoast, hey Z, do you know and or speak Afrikaans? If you can, lekker man. Okay, well, so ik kan een beetje Afrikaans verstaan, maar ik kan niet bij praten nie. So I grew up around it, and it's kind of an ambient influence. Like, so I sort of know stuff, but there's so much English in Afrikaans, actually, or like English parallels that I don't know if I actually understand it or if I'm just using context. But my wife is Afrikaans, and so my in-laws are. My mother's Afrikaans. Uh, my sister. It's just really not me. Just me. I'm the only one who isn't. Uh, because, well, um, Klondike Coon says some people have no years in experience but animate fantastically. I've seen it. Me too. And that's exactly why it just is about being proficient. In fact, maybe I should just put that in text, so that I can jump in and start doing a little bit of rigging, because it would be cool to be able to sort of show my process a little bit. And maybe more interesting than me just talking. But then again, more than half of YouTube is just people talking straight down the barrel of a camera. So who knows? Coulter, no more Twitch? Question mark. I am doing Twitch. I mostly do Twitch. Now, let's see. Let me see here. I'll put some text in. Okay. Oh, that's real big. So we'll select the font. Let's use good old Cinzel, because that's what I sort of generally use for everything. We'll bring it down to 9. Boop. That's very tiny. That's way too tiny. Let's bring it up to 16. Let's make it bold. Okay. for animators. And I think I have the requirements spelled out over on Twitter, so I can probably just copy paste those right in. There we go. Boop. Select font. We'll bring it up to 28. Okay, there we go. And that should make sense. And I'll even grab a hold of the status there. And let's see if I can analytics. No, there's no such thing as a description, but whoa, very bright. But here we go. Bam. So that's where you can drop a reel as a response if you want to. Greetings, Ivan. John Zalewski, I know this is a little late. Thank you. He says, just stopping by to say that I love your work and I'm looking forward to more of the Cold Road. Well, that's great. I thank you. Cold Road only comes out very rarely because it does poorly in views and it takes a very long time. But oh no, I've been found out. Farik says he is secretly himself a puppet. That's true. True story. My parents had a puppet theater. So who knows? Maybe it's a Pinocchio situation. Rainbow Cat. Well, have a good day / night. Thanks a lot. Zion Kurtz. Any relation to Scott? I hope you're having a good day too. Good afternoon, Meredy Blount. Jordan Jean, why would it do poorly? So I don't know. But if you check the views on those videos, they get a lot less videos, or a lot less views than a lot of the other videos, and they take a lot of effort. And as much as I like to, I want to be unaffected by that sort of thing. It does sometimes affect me. Andrew Nguyen, and part 4 was scary when I was watching at night. I'll bet. Part 3 is pretty spooky, if I remember correctly. Patrick Gupta. Hi, what have I missed? Not much, honestly. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put myself up top. I'm going to shrink down like this. And then I'm going to go over here. And then I think if I put the chat window where it should be, which is over there, then I will probably look like I'm reading the comments when I'm reading them. But we'll get to that in a moment. First, I must resize this so you can sort of see what's going on. It's not very pretty, but it works. And oh, I've got Scrivener in there. Boop. We don't need to see Scrivener for now. Okay, so let's pop in here and, well, in fact, I'm going to show the whole UI. Oh, it's so gross. Toon Boom is a great program, but it has one of the worst fucking UIs ever. in terms of like the way that it looks. It looks real gross. Okay. But it's probably better to sort of see what I'm doing. It gives you some sense of what's actually going on. Can we get some more Ghost Pig? I don't know. I can't believe this is your real voice. It is Leandro. It is my real voice. The other Cold Road cigars. Oh, I don't know. Holy fuck. No Name Successor hitting me with another 100. For all the people who want to throw some cash your way, go bribe your new animator with coffee. Have a good evening. Well, thanks so much, No Name Successor. Whoa. That is wild. You give me 150 bucks. That's a lot. I will say, you know, I'm doing okay. And it's very nice of you to give out that cash. But you know, don't overextend yourselves. John Farrow, howdy Z, your animations have inspired me as a demon and player of D&D since C-Team. Ooh. May my labors please you. A ways back, thank you for the inspiration and the D&D content. Well, thank you, John, for the comment. And also, I mean, the cash is nice, but Dichi, you make great stuff, buddy. Every video you crank out is always one of the highlights of my YouTube queue. Don't let view counts get you down. I try not to, but sometimes I do think about how much time I put into these, and then I sink into a crushing depression. But then I remember that I make D&D videos for a living, and then that usually brings me right back out. I think crushing depression is overstatement. I get a little sad. So I'm like, oh man, you know, I don't know. But that only really happens with the Cold Road. The other videos I don't mind as much. Okay, so I am going to be rigging the head here. I'm also going to knock this smoothing down a little bit because it's a little wild right now. There we go. It looks like I've got some interesting smoothing going on. I don't know why it's doing that. My guess is that the contour smoothing is too high. That's better, okay. Sir, can we get more Ghost Pig lore? Well, I think that Ghost Pig was probably killed by Strahd. That's my guess. Ghost Pig and Trevor are not real D&D characters. Like I built them. Like they have character sheets, but they were never, you know, played in a campaign. I just liked them. Skank is real. Well, real, right? I mean, Skank is a real fake person. That has seen play at a few tables. Dark Mortis, thank you for, but no hearts in the chat. Y'all. I never say y'all. The one dislike is from Trevor, yeah. I wish I could just filter those out. I don't know if I can set up chat rules. My chat rules over on Twitch are very stringent. But but I didn't know if there's some way to do those here. As the sort of once in a while. Can I do a Puff and Force impression? Yeah, I mean, well, all I have to do is cover the camera, right? We sound the same. I've mistaken Ben's voice for my own in recordings that we've done together. Just Cyclops Kitten. It's been discussed, yes, but if you aren't an experienced Toon Boom puppet animator, no need to inquire further. Am I Z Bashu? Yeah, that's me. I'm Z. Bongwater, why do you look like a stereotyped millennial dad? I don't know. I don't know, man. We all just like, I'm not a dad yet anyway. But I suppose we look this way. What's my favorite class? My favorite class is probably, I would think it's Rogue. Or Wizard. It's hard to choose between those two, but it's definitely between those two. In terms of mechanics. And then actually for flavor, it's probably Warlock. I love the Warlock flavor. I just don't like the mechanics. Although the mechanics have changed a lot since the beginning, so it'll be... I maybe would like to check out another Warlock sometime. Thoughts on Kobolds? They're the best. Oh yes, you want to know about the Cold Road cigars. So one of them switches the health pools of the people involved. One, I believe, revives people at 1 HP. One gives you gills. I don't know. I can't remember what the others do off the top of my head. Oh, one makes an abjuration shield. And that's all of them. So I'm at a little bit of a loss about how her mouth is going to work. Ian Fisser says, I really dislike Toon Boom's paid subscription scheme for a tool that doesn't get updated much. It should be a one-off payment for the software, not $25 monthly for the beta. You can get you can just buy it outright, but it costs a lot of money. It's back to the old days. I mean, I remember you used to pay thousands and thousands for software packages. Item pouch. Fun fact, you and Puffin Forest sound very similar to Kim Possible's cousin Larry, who in his world was also a huge fan of their world's D&D equivalent. Well, that's cool. I think that probably predates us, huh? Yeah. So the question is, whoa. Oh shit. Sorry, did I skip a super chat? Tim Cook, let me ever read up or used the spell points rule 288 in the DMG? I've read it, but I've never used it. I think it seems, at least it seems, I'm pretty sure spell points used to be the way it was done, and then they switched over to this new system. Jamie Smith, for the mouth, maybe make it like King Owl from the. So this is what I want the mouth to look like, but it's just a question of there are different ways that you can animate mouths, but it can be a little bit tricky when you have a mouth that's sort of moving in perspective, and especially because this one is sort of part of the neck, right? So I think the way to do it maybe could be, well, we'll see. Wait, head top, and we'll do mouth inside. Let's see, there might be a way for me to do it like this, where I gotta put the head top on top, and then we go mouth inside here. I lost pressure sensitivity for a second, but I didn't. I just started using the brush tool. Let's see. Let's see if something like this will work. It might. And well, yeah, the way that this would work though, if I did it like this, oh, 50% potato. Shh, don't tell my boss I'm on my phone at work. All right, let's do a little ellipse there. Oops, there's no fill. Fine, there we go. Okay, I know this looks silly right now, but it'll look cool eventually, maybe. The idea though would be that this actually is probably, ooh, geez. Yeah, so then we've got to do the neck underneath, which looks like this. It's just going to be like a big thumb. Ooh. All right, now let's think about this. Let's see if this works. I think hopefully the bottom part down here is like never going to be exposed, so I think we can pretty safely get rid of that. Especially because we're going to have hey, we got 479 people in here. That's wild. And wow, 708 likes. That's what I like. That's where my dopamine is. Whoa. OP with a hippo. Interesting. Thanks, Cal. Have the neck press out when the jaw opens. Yes. Well, that is the thought. But it's just a matter of whether or not this idea would sort of work. Item pouch says, I notice when you color, you sometimes paint past the line. Press something, then the excess disappears. Yes, I'm using the cutter tool. This one. And then I go, whoop. Oh, you mean, oh, sorry, yeah, when I'm coloring stuff, yeah, I use the paint unpainted tool. Sir, thank you for answering my Ghost Pig questions. Yeah, there's not many answers for Ghost Pig. It's just like he seemed cool. I just found out about a certain piece of technology, so I just built like just a bag of spring constraints so that whenever I moved it around, it would like wobble. So I think there's a way to do this, but the way is to treat her like a puppet, like a literal puppet, because she does have a sort of a kind of a puppet looking head, and if we imagine that the arm's in there, we can add a secondary thing which is going to be the mouth. And I'm just going to make that mouth go like this. And then go like that. There we go. And now, when I eventually do my different mouth shapes, I'll be able to sort of do them here, and I'll feel fairly confident that it's going to work with the neck. And now the neck is a simple little piece. We can go over here. Let's take a look. What are we doing? What are we doing over here? Actually, let me look over here. So I'm looking away from the chat when I do this. Where the fuck did it go? Oh. There. Yeah. Jeez. Okay. So we've got all these down here. I'm going to put them in a group so I can sort them out a little bit faster. Whoop. And then group, ungroup. Drag these. Now the neck is made up of two parts, and I think each of these probably has their own peg. And then all of these are going to come together in one peg like that. And then that peg is going to move all of the other pegs. And before I do anything else, I'm gonna actually move that peg so you'll be able to see it here. This is the pivot point, and I'm just going to drag it over here. I think this is going to be kind of the center of the head. Makes sense for the mouth to be back here. Makes sense for the neck to be connected wherever the neck wants to be, but I think we need to make sure that it's always sort of touching here. Oops. We need an extra peg. Down, down, down. Oh no, it's the other way around. It goes like this, and this. Whoop, come on, come on, come on here. Then this one here. Wonderful. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna use a 2-point constraint. There's got to be one around here. There's auto patches. I don't need those. Fine, I'll use it. I'll just make it. It's easier. Constraint 2-point. Boop. And then attach one of the points there and the other point there. And now, theoretically, when I move, son of a bitch, of course. There we go. Now, theoretically, when I move this, there we go. Now she's like a puppet. Right? Check that out. Amazing. Amazing! Another slam dunk. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. We got a $5 in there. Warren Kennedy. Thank you. Warren Kennedy says, been watching your videos for a couple years now, and I love your design/storytelling. Tried running Goblins and Guards one shot, and it's always a blast. It is. Goblins and Guards is super fun. That was a friend of mine came up with that. Tim Cook. Excited for Van Richten's in 2 days. Tim asks. You know. I mean, I don't know about it. I have so many D&D resources at this point that, you know, a new one's great, but what was I saying though? It does look cool. I really love Ravenloft, so maybe something fishy. None of that. None of that in the chat. Too familiar. No, no, no. All right. Favorite rogue, wizard, warlock class. Rogue. Tie-dye Draconomicon. Yes, there are bubes. There are going to be bubes in this episode. Ooh, hold on to your hats, folks. They're going to be boobs. I think I need to rename the, well, no, it's still neck. So we'll take this. Actually, I'm going to save. Then I'm going to make another no named thing, and I'm going to actually name this one Dragonborn. I'll put an E at the end. That makes it look cooler. And then this needs to, so this is going to be the basic peg on which all other pegs are predicated. Well, I need to move over here so that I can see the whole body, the whole body there. Well, okay, first I'm going to extend peg 3 so that we can see the face, and I'm surprised that the neck didn't come with that, but that's okay. We'll try and get that going. Let's see. Ah, no. Where is the neck? Gosh darn it. There it is. Under here. Yes. Okay. So, well, I still need to fill in a little bit of the shoulders and stuff. Um, uh, uh, Has he spent most of his time rigging her? Yes. Yeah. She hasn't been animated yet. But I'm realizing that her fucking head is behind the shoulders, which is something I'm gonna have to rectify in a minute here. But not yet. Let's connect everything to this. Right. I've been watching this dude who reacts to music. I can't remember his name. Which I love reaction videos. I know they're dumb, but I love them. And he will just randomly say yes after you can tell that this man's a good piano player. Yes. And it gets me every time. It makes me want to do it, but it's actually probably not the best tick to have. I probably need to rig this, but I'm just going to do this one more time so we can get a oh. Where's that BLE? There it is. Give it a peg. Drop it in here. And let's make that peg sort of make sense and have some sort of context here. Wonderful. And then we can do that. Boop. Yeah, there we go. All right. Kevin Sutton. Wait, where am I? What is a Zed Bashu? A nut of some type? Oh yes, in reference to cashews. Yeah. That's I'm a nut. uh, oh, are you guys mad about reptiles not having boobies? Well, I'd like, you know what? I might even give this dragonborn a tail. Maybe it's a half dragon. Did you ever think of that? Huh? Maybe it's a half dragon. That's half human lady, half dragon. So who knows? Maybe they lay eggs. Maybe they don't. Do dragonborn lay eggs? Because if they do, that's super cool. If they do in lore, I like that idea a lot. Okay. All right. What the fuck is this? Oh. Okay. So we're gonna, not a peg. That's not what I need. I need a composite. And then I'm gonna take that composite. I'm gonna put all of these things in it. And then I'll be able to move them around in the composition with ease. That's too far forward. There we go. There we go. And now you can grab this Aha! And she can look forward, look at stuff. What? That actually almost works. That works too. All right. Half dragons lactate confirmed. Yes. Uh, Turbo. I am angry about Dragonborn having and or not having tails. Turbo is my buddy Brug Easelberm, who I grew up with. We've known each other since kindergarten. Um, I got $2 from Justin Reeves. What if they're venom sacs? Oh, boom, everyone's happy. I'm happy if that's a venom sac. Or even like a frog, like the burp, burp, like a frog has. Like maybe it's, maybe it's a way. Maybe that's where she keeps the fire. Huh? Or the brimstone or whatever. Anyway. Yeah, it needs it. Let's call it a fire sack. There's just a couple fire sacks. That's a lot of venom. Yeah. Um, Lego bro, you want to know how I found the soundtrack from? Okay, so you're you're revealing maybe possibly too much. I just use Artlist, uh, and they've got a lot of good music on there, so I use them for most of their stuff. Trying to even think which song that would be. Which erotic thriller. I don't even know what accent that was. I was gonna go for Austrian for some reason, and then I bailed and ended up saying thriller. That's almost that's nothing. But if it were anything, I guess it would be Israeli. I don't know. Okay, so now I just need to put a mass back there, and give her another hand and draw her feet, which I can maybe, I don't know. Bob, that's very funny. Anyway, okay, so but before we move on, holy shit, we got 428 concurrent viewers. Let's do a little Q&A time. Striggle F4. I'm Austrian, and this was on point. You're very kind. What? Oh, it's Q&A, but the unexpected thing. It's me asking you questions. I'm trying to think of things that I want to know. How do they get the seeds out of grapes? What is the sort of Austrian weird liquor of choice that's only in Austria? I see Addison has a unwanted answer. Also, no Googling. You just have to answer. Just um, Dragonborn. Can we can we get a gif of the Dragonborn just jamming? That's a good idea. So there's some issues with this, right? Oh, there we go. If I move the peg back here, okay, what are other things that I wonder about? Um, um, oh, Addison. Joe Cat is cool. So there. I like him. It's the wizard who doesn't. Um, and I agree that wizard does smell his own farts for sure. Um, what are like some questions that I have? A while ago, I heard that bacon and coffee have something in common, and I think whiskey. It's some kind of compound. I don't know. It was called flavoids or something. What's that? Um, I can't think of any other questions now. Damn it. Anyway, I'm gonna have questions prepared for you next time, chat. But this time, oops. But this time, I suppose I'll just go back to rigging. Or no, I'll answer your questions, I guess. I don't know why you would have any. Um, but I don't know. Maybe there's some things that are interesting about people who make wizard videos. Um, okay, so let me see. Let me see here. Chalky milk. Nope, that doesn't make any sense. Austrian liquor. That's not helpful. Um, Dibs, thank you. That's very nice of you to say that I am the only content creator that he has notifications for. So that's cool. Um, one shop of get a choppa. Um, Noskol Borg. That's a hell of a name. That's a cool name. My sister might know. She served a mission there, but I do not know. This is all about Austrian liquor, I imagine. Um, Hazy, how's it going? Good. Uh, Yo, quick question. What is the thing about DMing that you find the most challenging and most rewarding? When a scene feels like a scene from another form of media, but it emerged organically, and then remembering it later is the thing I like the most. The most challenging thing is, I think the most challenging thing is just keeping the game moving and listening at the same time. Those are very tricky. Uh, oh, we got a super chat. $5 best barbarian subclass. I think Ancestral Guardians. I think Ancestral Guardians. Oh, that werewolf one is pretty cool. And my favorite though is the Tempest one, the Storm one, Storm Herald. Oh, Schnapps. That's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Is that Austrian? I didn't know. Addison, damn, the endorphins from having the YouTube man say my name were pretty good. No wonder people blow their college tuition on streamers. Yes. Speaking of that, as I said before, the donations are appreciated. I think, by the way, if you do want to give, if you feel like supporting me, Patreon is a good way to go because you get stuff back for it, other than me just answering one question. But even then, you know, if you don't have the cash, definitely this is last priority. You know, Schnapps is an Austrian. Okay, good to know, Bob Hurst. Pyrofuzz asks my opinion of the power words, such as power word kill or power word stun. Do they hold good RP value? Are they even fun? Yeah, I don't know. They're high level, I think. I've never seen any of them used. Samuel Lewis, oh boy, Toon Boom pegs still give me nightmares. Hello Z, hello chat. Well, if Toon Boom pegs give you nightmares, then that means this might be the right stream for you, because I am looking for a Toon Boom puppet animator. Boom, over there. Jaeger tea, which is black tea with rum, says you're what cra. Is that an Austrian thing? Because it sounds gross, and it uses Caribbean ingredients. Rum's Caribbean, right? Oh. Sharpest bulb. Supporting me is last priority. Okay, maybe second to last. Support me before you support Puffin. That's super funny. That's super funny. I like Ben. I think he's cool. I don't have any issues, nor does my wizard even have any issues with his fantasy character. Yeah, we gotta get her dancing actually. Okay, but first let's get a body underneath here. Oh, any neat upcoming collabs you can talk about? I noticed you did some work with Puffin and Dingo in the past. I did something for Bards with Puffin and Dingo, and well, and Felix, obviously. It was the same. It's that same campaign. The cleric crew, or Oops All Clerics. I liked the smoothness of the arm into the rest of the body when it wasn't a puppet, but unfortunately puppets are always just a little bit more lumpy. All right, now there we go. Let's take a look. Does that merge everything? Almost. All right, so there's a way to do this, but it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I think I've got to do it, which is, okay, so this arm, oh, and the body, of course, I've got to pull out rib cage, add, view. And we'll grab this drawing, this growling from here. Okay. And where's that arm? Here it is. Oh shit, I'm gonna add this. Okay, I'm gonna need another composite over here. We're gonna go like this. And then we're gonna go like that. Yes. I think that'll work. We'll see. Okay, so before we do that, motherfucker, what do we do? We auto patch it. Okay. Okay, come on. Working over here. Yeah, you can see that. Auto patch. Gonna auto pat the rib cage there. No. Oh, I know why. That is the correct thing to do, but I have to first. I need to grab this, bring it down to the color layer. There we go. Now she's a little lumpy, but that's sort of fixable. I can go like. Firstly, I can go like this. All right, let's give this a. Come on. Let's give this a peg so that we can manipulate it. Like so. Go like that. Now let's see. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we can even drop this shoulder a little bit like that. There we go. Look at that. 50% potato gives me $5 and asks me if I want to become a VTuber, but my avatar is Skank Magank. That is the incorrect spelling, but it's all those. It's SKENKMCGENK. Skank Magink. Yeah, I've thought about it, but it's just a pain to set up the avatar. I'll do it eventually. Alistair Crowley, the old guard. I want to hear about Tiberius. You said a long time ago that you could do a whole video on him. Transmutation is the key. Yes. So before I do more stuff on Tiberius, I want to track down the guy who played him. Now you have to remember that I mean that guy he was so cool. He had so many cool stories. But I would like to get them firsthand again. And the last time I heard him was when I was like 13. I don't even remember his name. You know, it was from my first D&D game, not my first tabletop RPG, by the way. But it was pretty. He was just a cool guy. He was like a method actor, or not method. I just am saying method, but he was an actor. He was an actor living in LA, and just had this really big, amazing, cool improv energy, and he had all these cool stories. And somebody reached out to me and said that they knew him and that they'd heard about the group. And I was so excited about it, and I was like, oh, put me in contact with them. I haven't talked to them in ages and ages. Because my only contact for them is some old Yahoo mail that I don't have anymore. That closed when, just was deleted. But then I got excited, then they didn't get back to me. So either they were lying or they were wrong. Or, it'd be a weird thing to lie about, though. So maybe I'll find out. No hearts! No hearts in the chat! Oh, well, you're doing it at Bob Hurst and Emmett Linus. No hearts to me in the chat. I guess you can heart each other, whatever. That's fine. Skink McGink. Yes, that is correct. Favorite rouge subclasse. My favorite rouge subclasse is assassin. Man, fuck Arcane Trickster. I'll just play a wizard if I want to be a wizard. That's always been my thing in D&D. I'm like, but when I a lot of times when I play the class, I want to play the quintessential version of that thing. But especially with rogues. I love rogues. They're so cool. Elise, why no heart? I don't like it when people are overly familiar with me. Sending somebody a heart's too familiar for Papa Burgundy. I can see that you've come here instead of Twitch. Can you / have you talked about that decision? Oh, no, it's not instead. I believe with Twitch, you're not allowed to simultaneously stream in both platforms, but I'm not doing that. And when I need a little bit bigger reach, this is the place to come, because Twitch, I have like 60 concurrent viewers, something like that. I've got 443 over here, and I'm doing very little to earn that. Okay, so this will also, this needs to go, I can reuse this auto patch actually. Over here. Shit. Oh! Alright. There's got to be a way. So let's try this. I'll do a reverse cutter. Using, yeah, that's fine. Oh, you know what I should do? I should bring, oh, weird. Shit. Should I do this and then make an auto patch over here? Maybe that'll work. Where the fuck is this neck? There. There it is. Oh, geez. Yeah, there's no fucking way to get this. Oh! Maybe there is. Maybe there is. No. Oh. Chat, this is your first interview. How the fuck do I get this behind that, but in front of the arms? I know how to do it. I feel like I've done it before, but I'm just losing. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind here. There's nothing special happening with the neck. Yes, there's nothing special happening with the neck composite. So let's go in here and let's make a new. I'll just make another. Duplicate. Okay, one of these is in front of the other one. Yeah, it's the other way around. Okay, so one of them should have line work. And that's this one. Ah. Okay, there we go. And now this neck. There we go. Yes! It worked. All right. Oh, what are your favorite or inspiring RPG media that everyone should know? For me, it's Savage Sword of Conan, H.P. Lovecraft, Dragon Slayer, and Excalibur. I like the White Wolf stuff. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, I like the White Wolf stuff. I think OD&D stuff can be fun and interesting to look at. Recently, I've been looking into 7th Sea, which is interesting. I'm still trying to get a hang of it. What's going on? Organized Chaos. That semi-3D animation you did was sick. Will you do that again in the future? I might. Thank you. I liked it. Bob Hurst. I have to say this, College of Swords is underrated. Yeah, well, I would go as far as saying overpowered, but... Maxon Signac. The question has been poisoning my mind for a long time. How can you accidentally model things? Well, at first you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to add a little dimension to this drawing that's being projected onto a plane. So I'm just going to divide these, these faces up and bend them a little bit back. And then the next thing you know, you've modeled a cart. What's my impression of 7th Sea so far? It always seems so cool to me. It is cool, but I don't know that it's a game that you can play comfortably if everybody at the table isn't down to play that game, right? Because all it takes, it's a very, very easy system to abuse. So I think in order for the system to work, and the other thing, the more important thing for me is, like, as a DM, I don't know quite where to apply pressure, or how to apply pressure in a game where everybody succeeds at everything. So I don't know how to. I just don't know how to even prep for that. Devin Parker, how long did it take you to make that amazing city wedding scene in Tailspire? About 8 hours. But it wasn't focused. It was like 8 hours. I was watching the new Titans show in the background while I was doing it, and then yeah, and then it just was sort of, it got as far as it got. AG Silver Radio. I can think of an excuse for multi-classing Bard and Druid. He's a tribal warrior who has also the tribe's druidic pre-skill. Yeah, that could be cool. What's the most meme build character you've ever created? Build Murray, for sure. Like for sure. He was named Skank, but that was just because I used to name all my characters Skank back then. But that was the first. Bruno Brito, is there a formal sign for the anime? Yeah. But they've got to be a fan. They've got to be into D&D. Look, the truth is, and this is something that once I'm serious to connect with people about animation, I'm going to tell them. That was the worst way to approach that fucking sentence. That sentence just kind of snuck up on me, kind of. Anyway, what I was going to say is that it's going to be hard work. I mean, I'll be paying a day rate, and I'm going to be expecting really, really hard work. And that's not something that you can maintain if you're not interested in the subject matter. If you're just a gun for hire, you just can't maintain that level of intensity. Because I animate pretty quickly, and I would like the people that I work with to animate pretty quickly too. Obviously, I'm not animating that quickly right now. Animated kaijus. Do I have any tips for starting animators? Yes, don't go to college. That'd be my tip. Don't go to college for it. I'm still paying off my fucking college loans. Unarmored defense plus wild shape, super tanking. Yeah. Yeah, druids are a lot. Why does this poor thing on screen lack a hand? Also, that smile is hideous beyond redemption. I love it. Hers or mine? Anyway. Rob Greer, could you do a video about Ghosts of Saltmarsh book or the Greyhawk setting in general? I haven't read it. I've heard it's cool though. Or pro tip, go to college anywhere other than the US. Yeah. What's the best way to learn this stuff outside of college then? Join the Blender community and then just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, honestly. That would be what I would say. If you're just starting out, Bob Hurst, both smiles. Shit. What was I saying? Yeah, look, starting animators should learn Blender. It's a good idea to get out of a high cost of living country when you start actually working. Country. Because it's very hard to stay above water, especially with those beginner gigs, unless you've got a bunch of roommates or you live pretty far outside of the cities. And if you live outside the cities in a expensive country, then you're probably not going to get work in that country because they're going to be outsourcing it. Look, what I would say is if you're determined to have a little bit of the college experience, pick up just like you you can learn almost everything you need to know by learning how to draw on YouTube or whatever. But if you really are like, I need just take a few select classes. Like, don't go for a degree. Just get like you know, what is that word when you option into a class at a college? Just go to like animation 1, 2, and 3. Done. Get out of there. Don't go in there and learn how to make fucking beads and how printmaking works, and go to a painting class and learn art history and learn math and fucking geography, and then have to pay the same amount for sociology classes that you're paying for fucking animation courses when you want to be an animator. It's dumb. Trade schools are a better way to go. And even that. Audit. Yes, thank you, Dre. Brad Durpo. Hey, what happened to the Perfectionist video? And is there any place you can watch it? Link it to a friend. So my Patreon has a bunch of the old missing videos. I took them off of YouTube because I wanted to refocus the channel in a different direction. Well, not a different direction, but I just wanted to crop down and super focus the channel in one direction and just get rid of the other stuff. But now there's a paywall around it. That said, if you can message me directly on like Twitter or something, it'll take me a million years to get back to you, but I can get you a link to a specific video over on without you having to pay me. But it's easier to just become a patron. Then you have the password and you have the videos and you can share them as long as it's not on some public platform. And then the password doesn't change, so really it's a one-time. Well, it might change at some point, but anyway. Capitalism makes all of us uncomfortable, doesn't it? Anyway. Please, would you consider filming yourself animating and upload that to a second channel? Follow me on Twitch. A lot of what I do on the Twitch channel is just me animating. Thanks, Elise Coat. Elise says, I am also an animator who studied animation in school, and the man is 100% correct. Listen to him. Thank you. Oh, the Gods in the Mud song. Yeah, that was my neighbor. I can't even remember his fucking name now. It's been so long since we've... but yeah, my neighbor was a musician in LA, and I asked him to help me do some sound design at some point, and he showed me his kick-ass music, yeah, geez, let me see. That might even be... Let's see. No. But yeah, Gods in the Mud was so good, right? Also, dragons aren't lizards. They talk and they cast spells. Those are fire sack stuff. We've decided. They deflate whenever she uses her breath weapon. That's how you know whether or not she's used her breath weapon. Hayden Daly. Hey, big fan of the channel. I remember a video from a few years ago about classless characters. Did you make one in that vein? I can't recall who it's from, and I can't find it anywhere. Those rules were very bad. So if I were you, I would take a look at the DM's Guild, and there's a bunch of cool classless stuff that you can use. Um, but yeah, I did make one a while ago. I don't think it's still on the channel though. It was so bad. Um, Arturo, as an architect, I sometimes meet a lot of the creative community, and yeah, there's that issue with college, just to enter animation. Um, and dragons are monotremes, by the way. What's a monotreme? Ooh, that's very fun. That's a great way to explain that away. Um, um, Patrick Mansell at me. You say that you need to thank me. You made a terribly statted out paladin. Never played a paladin before, and tried to play a support class. But you've decided to lean into it and have fun with it. Good. Yes. I mean, there is this Stormwind fallacy or whatever about like roleplay and rules don't have to be mutually exclusive. But that said, um, it is fun to play poorly statted out characters. Oh, I love using Constitution as a complete dump stat. That's one of my favorites. Okay. I don't feel like drawing a hand right now, so I'm just gonna grab this one. It's bugging the hell out of me that she doesn't have another hand here. I'll just grab this whole piece of nonsense. Okay. 2. Close. There we go. Now we just need to get those feet, and then we'll be done. I'll just use these. Oh, but I want to do this in 2 parts and have the tongue of the shoe be a spring joint. But I also know that that's not going to work secretly. Shit, yeah, that's not going to work. Just draw it. Whoops. Yeah, this is a nicer drawing then. I'll just grab this. Whoop. All right. Book. There we go. So we'll put that one there, and then we'll just grab the other foot as well. I think it's fine. Oh wait, is there stuff going on? Oh, okay. Whoa! Up to 410 concurrent viewers. We got 1,000 likes in the chat. Thank you. And my stream is apparently in excellent condition. What's a frig? There we go. All right, that's a little too much over there, right? Damn it. Okay. I've just mangled that leg. It's really because I just don't want to draw another one. Okay. Okay, so Dream says, if you want to learn or improve a skill, I feel like it's always better to seek out people who are very passionate about their craft. Thoughts? Yeah, well, for me, I think the easiest way to learn a skill is to to do it, to have to work in whatever industry it is. Because the sorts of things I remember, it was so funny. Like people would come out of CalArts and stuff, which is the best animation school in the US. Well, maybe not the best, but it's up there. It's like top 10, top 3 probably. And they would have been the top of their class or whatever, or not the top, but close to the top at this prestigious place. And they would come into a middling ad firm nobody knows about, and they'd have a hard time. You know what I mean? You, because you come out of uni with this strut, you know, like, ah, I'm amazing. And then when somebody's like, you need to do this, you need to do this in a day, and you're like, I would have had 2 months to do this in uni. Yeah, well, good fucking luck. And after about a month of that, they're twice as good an animator as they were when they came in, like almost every time. All right, let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? Whoop. All right, so I think I just have this feeling that the way that she's currently rigged is not really going to work with the legs. So the legs, I think, should go almost the other way, where they're I need to find them. Okay, let's get this torso over here. All right, so the upper thigh should definitely connect to the torso over here, and same with this. I'm gonna bring this over the torso, and the torso is connected to that stuff. But also, the torso should be a 2-point constraint. Ooh. There we go. And this is going to give her a lot more. You'll see, she'll just be a lot more fun to watch. Also going to take this butt joint and put it back out here. It's not interfering with anything. Except for her balance, maybe. I wonder if this should just connect to the torso instead. Because right now, it's driving me fucking crazy. And I think it would be better served over here. Because every time I move that leg, it's just bugging me. There we go. I don't like that this leg just ends, but I also don't know how to. Ooh, yes, I do. Okay. There we go. Now what I'm gonna do is add a underleg, which fuck knows where that is now. Come on, there you are. Good, good, good. And then this underleg is going to be there, but it's also going to be, come with me, torso. Under the mask sew, which I will attach to the torso here. Or no, I'll just attach to the torso peg. Insert, filter. Motherfucker, where is it? Combine, cutter, there. And what I'll, yes. There we go. All right, so now I'm also going to lock this so that it doesn't get in my way ever, which now I should be able to move this leg around without it turning into a problem. And then once it gets to that overlap point, it's no problem still. Okay. That's problem number one solved. Problem number two is, why the fuck is the peg right there? That's insane. No, no, no. There we go. Okay, I'm going to look at the chat again. Boop. Let me see. Were there any super chats? Nope, there weren't. Okay, cool. Eli Hightower. This is way more complex than I thought it would be. Yeah. This is Tune Boom Harmony. She is cool, right? I like her. Anyway, all right, so what are we going to do now? We're going to make some decisions in all capital letters. Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. Now you and part one of that. Okay, let's go. Uh-huh. There we go. And this is still intact. Perfect. Come on, where are you? Oh, you're in this soup. Oop. This should for sure just be here. Get rid of that. Put this hooked onto this lower leg. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at that. And what have we here? Yes. A foot that can walk. A foot that can walk. A foot that can walk. Oop. Z, would you talk about the order of the scribes wizard in your next animated spellbook? I can't because I don't know that much about them. They're the ones who can do just a random spell, right? I thought they were cool. Okay, there we go. Now let's unlock. So look, I mean, nobody ever said there was false advertising about what a pain in the ass it's going to be to work for me, especially if you know Toon Boom and you see what's happening here. This, it's fair warning, is what it is. Because I don't organize my scene files. Not really. Every new character will be a spiderweb mess. Here we go. Okay, now lower leg again. I am wondering, wait. I'm gonna make a little slide for those feet. Now I'll be able to go like that. And finally, upper thigh. Oh, and we'll do one of these. I'm a little confused about what this is connecting to. Oh, it's that's Sweet Sweet Foot. Drawing number 2 is what that foot's called. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. And now this torso, look at that. Great. All right. So now from the torso, I actually think that these are reversed. Constraint, 2 points constraint. Ooh. There it is. Okay. Other way around. There we go. Oh no, I was right initially. There we go. And there we go. Now I just need to get the shoulders in line there. I kind of like her head staying in place like that. Maybe one on top of that, where we got the neck involved. So it's like, ooh, this one, unless we want to use the neck one. Okay, that works. And now we've got to just get these arms connected, and pop a couple pegs on them, and then we're pretty much rigged. Everything after that is going to be adding new drawings. Oh. No problem. All right. Geez. Okay. I'm going to just double check that there aren't any super chats that I missed. It doesn't appear that there are. So I feel like once I have the right arm taken care of, then going to be happy to take a look at some chats. Okay, so okay, arm upper, arm lower, and ooh, very good. And now plug that in. Oops. Yeah. And finally, let's take a look at it's because the art here there we go. Look at her. All right, great. Look at that. All right, don't forget to drink water. Thank you, actually. I do need to drink water. Okay, so I can see that our viewers are going down a little bit, which is fine. But I do think it might be a good time to take some questions and make this lady dance. I'm confused by some of the things that are happening there, but I don't know that I really care enough to deal with it. So what we're gonna do is set this as the beginning frame of the timeline. Just gonna simplify some things. And let's put on something funky. Something funky and fun.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go. Wait, hold up, Q. Yeah.
I like that song a lot, but okay, so let's hear it. Boop. It's actually almost a 10. It's almost a 10 frame beat. So let's start it from 15 and I'll make it easier. Okay, so we'll go to 25. Well, first here, we're gonna set a key across everything. Whoop. Keyframe, 25. Okay, and hello, how am I? I'm good, Esmond. All jokes aside about her being a gnome trash can fantastic wizard, or fantastic work. I don't know. Justin Reeves, you mentioned don't go to college to be an animator. What would you suggest for those on a tight budget? Would you do any tutorials? I'd watch. There's so many animators who are animating on Twitch. I'm one of them. But I would say that's a good way to go, is just look for animators on Twitch and YouTube, and definitely consider using Blender, because the Blender community is so supportive and so cool. And it's a free software package. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. Okay. So I'm gonna make just a loop like that. I can see it's a little longer, so. Okay, let's try that again. Oops. Okay, let's see if we can put it on loop. Seems like that's right. Once the beat's matching, um, so damn it. Okay, so it's a little bit longer than I anticipated, right? Let's try that. It's a little fat, still even slower. There we go. Okay, so now that she's sort of on beat, now we can start doing the. So check this out. So she'll start moving forward. And let's do that. Let's see. We'll do a nice ease out. I keep saying that I'm gonna answer questions, and I keep getting absorbed in the animation. It's a little bit offbeat, but it's pretty hard to do. Okay, so we're about 2 frames short. There we go. Great channel, says Jay Stewart. Glad you're outsourcing it. Thank you. Jan Vandy CK asks, what's the most expensive thing you bought for TTRPG, and was it worth it? I'm such a cheapskate with tabletop RPG stuff. I mean, probably the books, and they've been worth it. I used to play Warzone though, so I know it's not a tabletop RPG, but it is a war game, so it's sort of in the same. Yeah, this is she's doing a little dance. Let's go like let's actually just bring this up. Okay. Oops. Oh man, sorry. Marcellus Morelius with the 25 Rand, maybe? I don't know. My first time ever donating on stream. I really love all your work, especially the Cold Road series. Thank you. Must have watched it a dozen times. I even stole the premise for a campaign I'm running. Yes! Excuse me. Go out there and play the Cold Road. It's a very fun one. Hello from Sweden, says Nemziz Lamont. Just want to say, love your videos, and I think you're really cool. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Let's see. I also love me some Dornjorns and Dorgans as well. Nicolas. Will you add a lot more frames? Because I would like to know if this should be very detailed or simple, or very simple. I wouldn't add too many more frames. Ah, this is the issue. So I'm used to animating it 12 frames per second, which is why this is a little too snappy. It's still fine, but I wonder what happens if I move these first. I actually think this looked cooler when her head didn't move. Okay, let's get a nice little bob. All right. Let's see. What were we listening? We were listening to Bloody Mary. So we'll listen to the real song and see if she can dance along.
I don't need no more good reasons to leave the seasons. This breezes Jesus, the seizures about as cool as my t-shirt. This chick is old school like Shelto Adidas. She feed me shellfish, I need it. Since I don't need beef or chicken, pork always bleeding.
That's a little bit offbeat, but that's fine.
Go back to Bummer, Ohio. Why only wild out on the weekends? I'm on a surface safari, just stunner for certain. Sir, I'm sorry if you only thought of putting just your feet in. Now repeat it. And I'm on my way from
It slightly tilt that slightly instead of moving it. Sure, that's a good idea. Anyway, all right, that was fun. She is moving. So yeah, I could plant the bow spear, but I mean, this is just to test that the rig can move. This is something I do almost with every rig. Is like, that's not going to make it into anything. I'm not animating anything. It just was a matter of going like, oh, okay, how does it less the Argonian maid? That is a deep cut. She's smoothing. Almost jiggle physics. Yeah, look, I mean, they're in there, but it's just those. I mean, it's one of those things where, here, I can show you. It's let's see here. Dynamic spring. Let's see, local. There's a parameter in here that'll do it. I think. Okay, so let's say 50. Right now it's on 20. I think 20 looks good. I'll probably reset it back to 20, but close. All right. So this would be, that's sort of probably what you were talking about. The problem here, though, and there is a problem, and that's that it's not an actual loop right now, right? So it would have to be like that. Really? You're not going to let me do that. Okay. There we go. And then it should theoretically work across a few loops. So for something like Bloody Mary. It's too much. It's way too much. We have fun on the. We like to have fun here on this channel. The song's name is Bloody Mary by Skip Whitman. He's really good. You would try at least super chat at whom? Oh, thanks, Jackasol, for the 13 Canadian dollars. It's like people money. My only relationship with Canadian currency is like accidentally bringing it into the US because I live, or just it being like this ambient, useless Canadian coins in Pennsylvania. But this is digital, so I just have it. This is too much, yeah. Yeah. Maybe 30. Okay, yeah, we can bring it down to 30. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's there. She's not a lizard, folks. She's a dragonborn. Oh, you want to contact me about the job? Yeah, here, let me... Bam. So just put a video in reply to that. No one's too big to be a lizard folk. That's true. Oh yeah, she's a red dragonborn for mechanical reasons, because it makes the video funnier. Ogre feet gaming. Cool. Colorful money's the best. Colorful money is the best. Fia. It's feeling real dark in here, but it's because this ghoulish light from the Twitter. Okay, shit. Let me turn this off because it's got words in it, so it's probably making it hard to understand me. It's so good though. Actually, I just want to check if she can also dance to this, or if I need to change the frame rate. Yes! She's doing it. Anyway, that's fun. That's so good. That's confidence by We Are Good. We Are the Good. What are they for? That was a surprisingly um, Quirt Loy says, "Been listening to this song for a long time. At first, I was fine with it, but now it's a bop." Yeah, yeah. You're of course referring to Dreamland by Spear Fisher. More like giggle physics, am I right? Anyway, Chester Cheetos 1997. So happy to know that you're going to hire some animators. I am. I am going to hire animators. Gunny hire animators because I just find myself getting to the middle of every animation and being like, "This is hell! I hate this!" And then like I only and I still have another like 5 days, or it depends, like another 3 to 5 days ago. What about the males, Steve? I think somebody mentioned earlier that it's just lower. Michael Jackson from Thriller. I don't know. That's a hard one to do, probably. Yeah, it's soothing, but it's a little creepy, right? Anyway, I can see by the viewer count that I've overstayed my welcome. It's been awesome. It's been awesome to stream in front of so many people. If you like the stream, definitely pop over to my Twitch, which is just my name again, but over on Twitch. And yeah. Thanks for watching. It's been cool. Anybody who wants to apply for the animation job, you've got to know Toon Boom quite well. You have to be a rigged puppet character animator in Toon Boom. We're not doing frame by frame. You've got to be into D&D or tabletop RPGs, and you need some availability in the next 2 weeks during weekdays. And by some, I mean most. But yeah. Oh, contact me on Twitter. And I would raid somebody, but I don't think you can raid on YouTube. So I'm just going to say goodbye instead. And if you haven't watched, please watch Cold Road if you're a fan of it, because there's a 5th episode out, which I think most people who are interested in the series know about. But anyway, all right. I don't know how to end the stream. Oh, there's a button. Oh, there it goes.